Hello YouTubers, this is Joe Bravo and Mo Bravo Knife Reviews. Now I know I had my initial first impressions of this knife, but I'd like to give you a little bit more information regarding the Vero Engineering Impulse. This is not the Mini Impulse, this is the Impulse with the 3.6 inch blade, and it is a very unique knife. As you can see, there's no thumb stud. This is a flipper knife, and it deploys with the flipper located on the top side of the knife that you can see there. And I have been having a lot of fun playing with this knife. To give you a little bit of an idea of how big it is, I have a CRK 31 as a comparison here. Another knife with about a 3.5 inch blade. And just to give you a better idea, here is my Paramilitary 2, which is one of my favorite knives. A lot of good to say about the Impulse, besides the fact that it is just a ball to flick, is that the carry clip is nice and comfortable. As you can see, it is a titanium frame lock. Comes in at a little over 4 ounces. So it is chunky. I think, in fact, it might even be 5 ounces. It is totally drop shutty, if you could see. You really got to watch out for your fingers when you close it. I'm telling you, there's so many different ways to deploy this knife that it is certainly fidget friendly, to say the least. The blade shape on this knife is a Tanto blade. I know they've got a couple of different iterations of knives that they've been coming out with recently. The Synapse, the Mini Impulse, the Axiom. There's just a lot of good going on at Vero Engineering right now. This happens to be the nude version, which has just standard titanium accents. The clip is standard titanium. What you could see, some of the variations have a hand satin finish, a belt satin finish. They do Damascus steel on the pocket clip, Damascus steel on the hardware, and they really do make a good looking knife. This model is in M390 steel, and it is generation 2. And I'm not sure if the camera could pick it up or not, but you could see it is 232 out of 250. And that's why these are going nuts on the secondary market. You know, if you're not part of the Facebook Vero Engineering group, then there's a good chance you're not going to be able to find one, especially since there's only been 2 runs of this knife. The first batch and the second batch, I both believe, had 250 in each run. So if you're on the fence about checking out the Vero Engineering Impulse, I would certainly give it the stamp of approval. I have a Mini Impulse coming, and I'm very excited for an opportunity to do a comparison between the two. I have to imagine the ergonomics between the two are going to be almost identical. Just the Mini Impulse has a 3.4 inch blade instead of the 3.6 inch that's on the Impulse. I'm going to delete that from the video so that you don't see it. And thank you again for taking the time to visit and view my review of the Vero Engineering Impulse. Thank you.